120 seconds or less, I'm going to tell you how the name Yeshua became Jesus. And go! Jesus' name in Hebrew and Aramaic is Yeshua, which means to deliver, rescue, or he saves. And that's shortened from Yehoshua, which means Jehovah is salvation or God saves, with Yehoshua often translated as Joshua. And the name Yeshua or Yeshu was a very common name at the time. But when Greek writers of the New Testament wrote Yeshua's name, they had issues, as there was no Y in ancient Greek or a sh sound. So when writing Yeshua, first century writers used transliteration, which is converting a word from one writing system to another to make a similar sound phonetically, in this case iota, eta, and sigma to get the sh sound. So a century later, when seeing this spelling written down, a Greek hearer would pronounce what was Yeshua as something that sounded like EE-AY-SOO-AH. But big problem was that in the Greco-Roman world, it was culturally unacceptable for masculine Greek names to end in a vowel sound. Though when masculine names were translated into Greek, most were given the letter sigma, s, as a suffix. So EE-AY-SOO-AH had to become EE-AY-SOOS, or it just wouldn't make any sense in Greek culture. And this tradition came from the fact that the name of the Greek god Zeus ended with sigma. And another example is why in the New Testament, names such as Judah become Judas. But next problem is that the two vowel sounds before the S do not flow and do not exist in Greek. So the last vowel was dropped again, very common, leaving us with EE-AY-SOOS, which is the closest a Greek speaker could come to transliterating the name Yeshua from Hebrew to Greek. And it's why a century later, as knowledge of Aramaic and Hebrew pronunciation vanished, Yeshua is now known as his name was pronounced in Greek, Iēsous. 300 years later, Greek texts began to be translated into Latin, and again, transliteration, Iēsous became Yesus, and that's how Yeshua's name was known for the next 1,000 years. And during the Great Vowel Shift of the late Middle English period, J as a standalone letter became distinguished from I. But J still wasn't common in English until the early 1600s. In the first publication of the 1611 King James, Jesus was spelled Yesus. Jehovah was Yehovah, Joseph, Yosef, blah, blah, blah. 1629 and 1638, the Cambridge revisions of the 1611 King James were convened, and it was in these revisions that the J was introduced into the physical spelling of Jesus' name. And these revisions were used to teach English grammar rules, and by the mid-1600s, what was once Yeshua was now officially Jesus in the English language. Did I make it? I had to be close. I think I made it. I don't know. Now, notice what I didn't talk about. No conspiracy, no Illuminati nonsense, or anything like that. If you want to find this historically backed and verifiable information for yourself, here is a list of reputable works, scholars, and historians. These are the facts, okay? Languages evolve, spelling shift, and here's something even more fun. In 500 years, there is a solid chance people won't even be calling Yeshua Jesus anymore. The pronunciation and spelling will change again, just as they have done for centuries and millennia. Jesus' name is pronounced and spelled differently in over 90 languages worldwide. Are all those people saying it wrong? Is just God sitting up there going, nah, I'm not listening to this. That's silly. That's a very small God. That's ridiculous. As a non-traditional missionary and a licensed pastor in 4 countries, I've heard his name spoken in ways that would make your tongue twist up. Jesus, Yeshua, Yehoshua, Jesus Christo, Yesu. You know what doesn't change though? Who he is, his love, his power, his presence. And that's the heart of it. What matters isn't how you pronounce his name. It's that you call on him, that you open your heart, seek an intimate relationship with him, and grasp the depths of his unimaginable love for you. So the next time someone starts spewing conspiracy theories about how you're saying his name wrong, take a deep breath and just let it roll off your back, and you can show them this instead, how it actually came to be, because linguistics, history, and most importantly, faith all point to this. It's not about the letters. It's about the Christ behind them. God bless. Good luck. See you soon.